In today's dating world, most of what we see is a totally different reality than that of those who precede us, especially if you're within your 20s and early 30s in 2023. With that being said, finding the right partner to accompany you in your journey towards growth as a man is paramount, as finding the wrong partner will cascade in a series of disappointment or even usher in a total collapse of your life. As a man, it is important to walk through life with an analytical mindset, screening the women you encounter because all of them are women, but not all of them have the nurturing and blissful characteristics that can nurture you and your home. Please help us by subscribing to the channel and click the like button. We also have an interest to what you would like, so be sure to make use of the comments section below. Today I'll be giving 4 red flags you should avoid at all costs when it comes to the women you choose. Before we dive into the 4 red flags you should avoid when choosing a partner, it is important to analyze a frequent disaster that seems to occur with modern-day men. The beauty of a woman has always been one that leaves men astonished, especially due to the fact that men are intrinsically visual beings. Men are enticed by what they see. And due to this, many gents out there fall victim to choosing partners based on their looks, forgetting to vet for the right characteristics and personality traits that will complement them and their core values as men. That not only contributes to making these men's lives unbearable, but these seemingly beautiful women are less agreeable, combative and outright disrespectful in many cases. This does not condemn all beautiful women to have such negative characteristics. However, what I am saying is that a good majority of the women today capitalize on their beauty to get what they want out of men. This has negative compounding effects in the long run when entertained. In other words, this goes on to strongly advise, do not entertain disrespectful behavior from women. Have the inner strength to walk away even if you do not feel like it. Your self-respect must always be stronger than your feelings. Now that we've set the premise of this video, let's get into the 4 dangerous red flags to avoid when vetting and screening the women you're interested in. The first type of woman to avoid is the gold digger. This type of woman is solely attracted to you as a man due to your materialistic possessions and pays no regard to your own well-being as a man. This type of woman is quite easy to identify and should be avoided at all costs. Such women tend to disassociate themselves from the unfortunate events of life, such as the potentiality of falling ill, and worse, being bankrupt. These women have no intention of building but leeching off of the hard-earned money of hard-working men. Avoid this woman at all costs, as she is only with you for a good time, not a long time, so make sure you recognize the signs for what they are and resort to finding women who are worth putting the investment into. The second type of woman is the narcissist. This type can be very subtle, but I can guarantee you that with enough attention to detail with regards to overall personality and speech analysis, you will see their narcissistic characteristics in plain view. Narcissistic women tend to prioritize themselves over you in a passive manner. They are extremely cunning in the way they disregard your emotions and do not respect your boundaries, always playing psychological games to cause the sense of livelihood of the relationship to be dependent on their approval. In other words, their motto is me, myself and I. Obviously, this behavior is extremely dangerous and cannot coexist with a hard-working man who is trying to build himself and his empire. A good majority of men, whether well-established or in the process of building, require peace within their home. This specific type of woman provides the opposite. So to all the gents out there, vet your women with the correct amount of time before you decide to commit. Accumulate all the relevant information you can so you have better chances of knowing what you're getting yourself into rather than knowing what you've put yourself into. The third type of woman that you should keep at bay is a lazy woman. Yes, laziness is quite a thing we see arising in this day and age. The topic of laziness also overlaps with the concept of being nurturing within the home. It is important to have a woman who has enough skills to lend a helping hand either in the home if you plan on establishing a family, or out in the real world. Women who are proactive and keen on being the helper to their man is an extreme win, and you should always be willing to consider such a woman. The minds of majority of the modern women gravitate around the fantasy that all they have to do is be pretty and stay home, while all the luxury and the benefits of a hard-working man lands on their laps. They are convinced that making a meal for the man is a complete and outright abomination. Believe it or not, this is a degenerate mindset. This degeneracy is a testament of the demonizing of respective gender roles in the Western civilization of today. Gender roles do not stem from the quest to dominate one by the other, rather stem from the realities that the different genres live by, dictated mostly by our biological makeup. Example: men are expected to perform in all capacities. Their value is dictated by how much they can contribute to the world around them, as opposed to women are already born with the divine gift and are gifted with ability to nurture and transform. And besides the need to define gender roles, as human beings, if a relationship of any sort is to thrive, effort has to be applied by the people wanting to establish the respective relationship, so please gents, get yourself a kind, helpful woman who is willing to chip in an extra hand if requested to. The last type of woman you should have nothing to do with are women who live degenerate lifestyles. This goes without saying, especially as a man who is dedicated towards building and securing a stable future and having a meaningful relationship. Habits that encourage degeneracy, such as excessive drinking and substance abuse, is a no-go. You should aim for women who make a conscious decision to prioritize their health, as you should too, because health is the real wealth. There is no good in having all the money in the world, without having the health to enjoy it. So men, make sure the women you engage with women who are dialed in with their health and wish to thrive healthily for themselves. The red flags are a lot more than this, but these 5 are the most prominent within the modern-day dating market. This begs the urgency for you to move in caution, as nowadays, women have ulterior motives against men. This is the dating situation of today, and adjusting to it would make you move in reality than have false hope. Move smart, keep your eyes sharp, and always rely on what is in front of you, because it doesn't get any more real than that, until proven otherwise. If you've reached this far in the video, thank you very much for the support. This channel is dedicated to supplying the most valuable and purposeful lifestyle. Please make sure you like the video, share this video to a fellow brother who may like this, and comment down below where you are watching from. Lastly, subscribe to the channel as it heavily supports the channel. See you all in the next brothers. Peace.